Good afternoon, reality TV fans. It is Wednesday, May 28th, and I'm Mike, aka BB Gossip. I said reality TV fans because I'm going to talk about possibly up to 4 different reality TV shows in this, once again, abbreviated CarCast, since I'm limited to 15 minutes until I pony over some money to Spreaker. I'm still holding out for now. But I asked again for suggestions on what to talk about, and Eric, I'm going to call you Eric, based on your Blue Sky name, gave me a suggestion on something to talk about. And then in the meantime, other things kind of cropped up. So I was like, all right, we'll cover that, but we're also going to talk about a couple other things going on in the reality TV world. So Eric's question, in a nutshell, at least the way I read it, was comments or thoughts on the live competitions that happened during Big Brother 27, eviction night competitions. You know, the 3 nominees and one gets to save themselves. I know these things had names. I just can't even think of them right now because it's just I have too many years of Big Brother. It's like, you know, that thing they do, the live eviction night competition. Yeah. And how I feel about it, or how I think it worked. I think Eric's comment was that, you know, it kind of solved it solved part of the problems with the eviction night, but it brought on others, right? It kind of, and on the plus side, it kept us from knowing what was going to happen. It kept this at least a level of suspense going on of, oh my gosh, if so-and-so wins, then we don't know who's going to go. But on the other hand, it reduced the level of flip-flopping that we would see go on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, Thursday morning. Flip-flopping didn't happen because pretty much you had to narrow it down. Well, if this person wins, this person goes. If this person wins, this person goes. And it really reduced the level of flip-flopping. It kind of locked in between one of 2 people as being likely to go, and then we just saw who won. So it was, I mean, it did give gave someone an opportunity to save themselves last minute. But on the other hand, it did, I enjoyed the flip-floppings at some points, although other times it would drive me crazy. So I don't know. It's a pro and a con. I do agree that I did like it. I won't be upset if it's back this year, but I will miss some level of flip-flopping that would go on. So there's my kind of thoughts on that. I hope I answered the question to your satisfaction, Eric. I'm kind of missing a little bit on that because I need to kind of pull it apart a little bit further, but I just can't right now while I'm driving down the road trying to talk to myself. So that's where we're going to leave it. But you're welcome to, Eric, follow up with me or anyone else and say, hey, you didn't quite address it this way, but what about this? And maybe in the next day or 2, I'll talk about it again. I could see me doing this at least for a few days in a row. I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm not in a mental space where I just need to just not talk to anybody during my drive home. So talking to myself is all right. And I'm caught up on the podcasts that I listen to. So, yeah. So what else to talk about? Well, a couple of things before I delve back into the reality TV part is I got home last night and I discovered I kind of was mad that it's a pain in the tail to post that I create this, and it automatically, as soon as I upload it, it automatically sends a notice out on Twitter that I've uploaded a new podcast. But it doesn't do it automatically on Blue Sky the last time I had checked. Well, lo and behold, as I complained about it and then immediately realized that, since the last time I checked, Spreaker, the company Spreaker, again, I think it's was bought by iHeartRadio, did do some stuff. It's weird, though. You have to go into social settings for Spreaker, but in theory, when I upload this tonight, it will automatically post on my BB Gossip account on Blue Sky a link to this podcast. That's what I am hoping happens. It's kind of funny, though, because to do it on Twitter, you have to go one place in settings. To do it on Spreaker, you have to go to another, or not Spreaker, on Blue Sky, you have to go to another. And I'm okay with it as long as it works. We'll see what happens. It's just interesting that in order to do it, you have to do it slightly differently. But again, I'm okay with it. That's fine. The end result, as long as it puts out notification that I have uploaded a new podcast over on Blue Sky, as soon as I do it, we'll be good. So we'll see what happens when I do this. The only thing that I think may annoy me is that the thing you could do on Twitter, when I upload it, I can choose the hashtags that go with it. I don't know if those hashtags are going to carry through to Blue Sky, so we'll have to see. We'll figure that out when it gets there. So that's news on the Blue Sky front. And a reminder again, most of you listen to me all the time, but there's always somebody new listening, and I want to explain because this is posting to both Twitter and to Blue Sky, as well as out on all your podcasting apps, right? It's on iTunes. It's on TuneIn. Is TuneIn still a thing? It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. All of these places this podcast pops up on. So if you're looking for a way to listen to it, it's out there. You just look for Mike's Big Brother Gossip CarCast, and you should find it. And then you can subscribe that way. Or you can find it on your social media apps popping up. It doesn't post to Facebook. I have an option to do that. I just don't care to. I hate Facebook. I hate Facebook with a passion at this point. So I don't care to. And Threads and Instagram. There may be ways to do that, but I just don't care to. Sorry, not my thing. All right, so that's the social media side of things. That's what's going on. Now back to the reality TV talks, and I'm checking my timer now. I've got 8 minutes left to talk about this, so I've got like maybe 2 minutes per reality show. The first one on my list, huge cast announcement today, right? Everyone didn't see this one coming, or maybe we didn't know, but I didn't know. And you're thinking, wait, you didn't know? No, because you're thinking that I'm going to talk about Survivor first. Actually, I'm going to talk about House of Villains first, because I'm not a big, huge Survivor person. Again, I enjoyed it, but not my thing lately. I enjoyed it in the early days. Recent seasons, I did watch a couple because I knew people that were on them, but I haven't watched the last season. And that's in a second. We'll get to that in just a second. Let's talk about House of Villains, because House of Villains, third season, apparently they just went into sequester, or they're just starting to tape it today or whatever. So they announced the cast. Now, I will not do a full cast reveal. Why? Because I don't know most of them. I know 4 of them, and that's the only 4 I'm going to address. So the 4 cast members that were announced that I know were Tiffany Pollard, right, from, all the different shows she's been on, but so Big Brother-wise, she was on Big Brother UK several years ago. She cried when she thought that David Bowie's ex-wife said David's dead, and she thought... Tiffany thought she was talking about the David that was in the house when she meant David Bowie, and it's a whole thing. Look it up if you haven't heard it yet. You've certainly heard me talk about it if you've been around at all. She's been on both the first 2 seasons of House of Villains, and they're bringing her back yet again. It's all right. Tiffany is entertaining. She knows how to make good TV. Bring her on. Let her be on. It's fine. Oh, she was on Traitors too, wasn't she? Yeah. So Tiffany Pollard coming back. And then the next one that I didn't see coming at all is Paul from, is it Abraham? Is that Paul's? I can't remember how you pronounce their last name. But Paul, Big Brother 18, Big Brother 19, certainly was considered a villain in Big Brother 19. And oddly enough, a lot of us were rooting for him to win Big Brother 18. My take on it is I felt like he should have won Big Brother 18, and I was happy that he didn't win Big Brother 19. It is what it is. And Big Brother 19 will come into play in a second if I manage to get to my last reality show. So Paul's going to be on. That could be interesting because he hasn't done anything, I believe, since he was on Big Brother, right? I don't think so. Or since they. Paul also does the pronouns thing, and Paul, I think, pronouns are they, them. So if I mess it up, my apologies. Paul will never hear this, but just to try to be clear, I know Paul goes by they, them. So, all right. So Paul's going to be on. Then Tyson, I don't know Tyson's last name. I can't remember it. From Survivor is going to be on. Tyson certainly could be a good villain. I'm happy with that. I like Tyson. And then Tom Sandoval, who also was on the Traitors. Tom, I only know him from the Traitors. I know he's been on the other reality shows. He's quite the character. He was a lot on the Traitors. I'm okay with seeing him on House of Villains. I think he'll be a lot on House of Villains. So bring it on. Bring him on. Those four will be plenty. And then Joel McHale is the host of House of Villains. Entertaining as well. Let's get to it. Let's go. Woohoo! That's House of Villains. Not even coming out till 2026. So really, it's going to be a big blip and then off into the sunset quietly. But that cast announcement, at least on Blue Sky, kind of overruled the Survivor cast announcement. Let me look at my time here. My time is, I got 4 minutes really. I got 4 minutes. So Survivor 50 cast. I don't know. Cirie from Big Brother is on it. How's that? I don't really have any thoughts about the rest of the cast. I know some of them. Ozzy, I remember Ozzy when he was on. There's been a lot of stink on Blue Sky, at least, about the diversity, possibly, of the lack of diversity on Survivor 50, and the thought that maybe CBS is giving up on their DEI stuff. And I don't know what to say. It is an all-star season, so that gets into a little bit of difficulty as far as, do you try to follow your DEI initiatives, which CBS has given up anyways, when you're casting Survivor, or you're casting an all-star season, right? What do you do? I don't know. I don't have a big opinion. I'm not a huge Survivor fan, as I said, so it is what it is. I'm going to move right along and not dwell on it. I just wanted to mention that Survivor cast was announced and that Cirie from Big Brother was going to be on it. Okay? I know she was on Survivor first, but whatever. And then finally, I will get to it, but again, I'm trying to keep this quick, is with 2.5 minutes to go. Destination X premiered last night, and Destination X has Josh, and I will have no spoilers in this, by the way. I'm not doing any spoilers about the show, so no need to plug your ears and yell loud. I'm not going to spoil anything, but Josh from Big Brother 19 winner, is on Destination X. I watched the premiere episode last night. It's okay. It's got the guy who I can't remember his name. I can't remember his character from Walking Dead. He's the badass from Walking Dead who had a bat with a barbed wire on it. And I read the comics too, but I can't think of his name. But that's the character. That's what I know him from. He's the host. They drive around Europe in a bus that is blacked out. They try to guess where they are in Europe. I just didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I just didn't love it. I posted the articles, the interviews that were posted beforehand. Be very careful if you go out there because, the spoilers are already out there on the first evictee for the first episode. So, if you don't want to know anything about who gets evicted the first episode, you better watch it soon or else block the thing. But Josh is on it. I guess I read somewhere that Josh has decided to kind of separate himself from the challenge and define, because he's been on the challenge a billion times, right? And he's on this show and he's exploring options on NBC reality. It's just so weird. That was what caught me, was reading that Josh is leaving the challenge and going to explore other options on other reality TV. Whatever. Good for Josh. He was fine on last night's episode. I was never a super huge Josh fan. But I was happy he won Big Brother because I didn't want to see Paul win that season. But I wasn't a big fan of Josh on Big Brother either. The whole pots and pan thing was done by Evil Dick, and he lifted it. And so, yeah. All right, with that, we're gonna sign off. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting me. Shout out to my patrons. And again, listen to the commercials at the end. That supports me too, but my patrons, thumbs up to you guys. I will talk to you all maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe this will be a thing, summarizing the latest reality talk that's happened in the day. We'll see. Gotta go. Time's running out. Be well, everybody. Bye-bye.
If you work as a manufacturing facilities engineer, installing a new piece of equipment can be as complex as the machinery itself. From prep work to alignment and testing, it's your team's job to put it all together. That's why it's good to have Grainger on your side. With industrial-grade products and next-day delivery, Grainger helps ensure you have everything you need close at hand through every step of the installation. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.